Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another, I guess, episode of phototherapy. This is a different one, though. I took the Sirui 50mm Anamorphic and was trying photography with it. As you can see right there, I put a gear on it, a focus gear, just in the event that I ever get a follow focus. But I figured it'd be interesting to see. I don't know that anamorphic photography is actually a thing, but it is for me, so I tried it. So it shoots 16:9, well, raw, so it was 3:2, and then I cropped it to 16:9, and then I desqueezed it in post. You can do that with Photoshop, and you can do that with Premiere. I did Photoshop, but then I accidentally deleted all my stuff, so I had to redo it in Premiere. But it's a 1.33 desqueeze, and it looks alright. So I'm just going around taking a few shots of just random places. I was in Mentone, Alabama, for this one. I think 1.33 squeezed anamorphics are very easy to compose in, but it was weird. I kept wanting to put things in the thirds, but I was putting them a little bit to the corner of thirds more often than not. This is a vertical. I wanted to see what vertical looked like. You have to crop it to make it make sense. So I guess it's not really worth trying for vertical unless you have like some crazy print you want to do. And once again, this is in Mentone. Little middle of nowhere town. You blink and you miss it. But I really like those kind of places. I know the world wants to forget about them, but I like them. I'm working on getting my gimbal set up and doing some more like, not professional, I'm never going to call myself a professional, but more more staged tests with the 50mm. One thing I can say is I want to get some cheap manual focus lenses after using this. I don't know, there's something about manual focusing. I guess it's kind of like driving a manual transmission car. Is, you know, like you feel more like you're part of the process than just with autofocus. So I'm looking into them. There's some really good, really cheap options, and I feel like it would make, I don't know, it'd probably make me more of a hipster than I already feel like sometimes. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Once again, I had framed that into the thirds, and it wound up being like pushed to basically the corner. So if you ever do want to do anamorphic, you kind of have to almost frame center, and then it'll be in the third after desqueezing. I guess I can mention now that the company, they did respond to that Facebook post where I had made one, and they said that they were making other Fuji lenses, and I hope they mean other Fuji anamorphic lenses. I still don't understand the mix up with why you wouldn't do 35mm when they are saying it's designed for an APS-C sensor, but then you make it only available natively in a micro four thirds mount. That still just drives me up a wall, but it is what it is. Companies can make their own decisions, I suppose. But I really do like this lens. I was saying in a comment the other day that I don't want to use another lens, even if this one isn't practical for everything. It's still just one that just like I want to use, because it's not like as mundane as like the 18-35, which is just so damn perfect that you're like, why am I even trying to be artistic? It's gonna do all the work for me. And this one you have to kind of work with a little bit. I really like this church with the foreground and everything, trying to see where you can get the anamorphic characteristics and where you can't. Tried another one vertical. It is insane how much these things get stretched after the desqueeze. Maybe that's going to be the new wave. This right here is at Little River Canyon. Sun's starting to go down a little bit, so I decided to try some flares in photography. One interesting thing about the flares is that they're so blue that you can really pick them up pretty easily and change them if you wanted to. Not that I would want to, but you can. I was feeling adventurous this day, so I went all the way down to the bottom, which is a pretty nice little hike, like a lot of rocks and a lot of jumps and all that. It's a good time. It only let me know how bad out of shape I really am. I need to fix that. This is at the bottom. I cut out where I didn't film a lot of the hike down. It was kind of sketchy. I had to put my camera and everything up, and I just forgot to press record on the Osmo. And this is right here is where you come out at the base of the falls. You can get pretty close to it if you go further down, but I kind of just stayed right here. how to make a snap story. I was strictly shooting photography this day, but I definitely need to go back and get a shot of this in video, because this is such a cool shot, especially with like the reveal of coming out of everything. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back whenever I rig out the 50mm and am really trying to get some quality. And when I also have people to go with me, because I mean, someone needs to share in that misery with me. This is just a montage of all the shots. This is pretty much the end. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, let me know what you think. Is anamorphic photography a new wave, or is it just something stupid that I did on a whim? Who knows? But hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.